All right, we have another CGC unboxing. We have a whole bunch of keys. All right, guys, we are going to get into this. I'm going to cut this box open. We're going to talk about the books, the grades, and get the cover price sales data. We'll tally everything up, see how much this submission is really worth. But before we get into it, you know all the social medias by now. All right, here we go. Let's cut into it. We're going to go quickly because there's a lot of stuff to get through. And I don't want a 2-hour video of CGC unboxing, right? You guys don't want to see that. Oh, boy. Little damage to the box. But we'll start in the back. That's what she... All right, here we go. I saw the grade, but it's okay, because this was the one I was nervous about. No cracks. ASM 300, 6.0 white pages. First appearance of Venom. We've talked about this book so many times. You should know this one by now, guys. And if you're new to the hobby, this is one you need to know. Amazing Spider-Man 300. I mean, yeah, it's every bit of a 6.0. That just tells me it's a super affordable copy. Nothing wrong with that. It's actually a great entry-level value, the 6.0. So we're going to keep going, and I'm going to do my best now to not even look at the grades. It's Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars number 8. We're talking Venom. We might as well talk about this. This is the origin of the black suit, and it's a 9.6. Very nice here. White pages. I wonder why I hit a 9.6. That's all right. We'll look at stuff closer after recording. Yeah, okay. Tiny little flaws. Awesome. Origin of the black suit. I don't know where I got these from. I don't know if all these came in one collection, multiple collections. I lost track. I used to be really good at buying a collection. We do the video. Then we take the books out from that collection. We send them off to CGC. They come back. We talk about how much they're worth and if we made money on the collection. I've lost track of everything in my life. Not just comic books. Just everything is a wreck. It's chaos over here. All right. There's too much going on at all times. Caliber Presents number 1. This is actually a big deal. Hold on. I'm not going to look at the grade. I put it face down. Okay, this is one of the books that we cracked from CBCS that all came out of one collection, sent it to Erod to clean and press, and then sent it off to CGC. So the Caliber Presents was a 9.2. All right, I'm probably going to do a separate video on this because there's one book in particular, the Namor number 1. Submariner, here. The Submariner number 1 was an 8.5. We sent that out to be clean, pressed, and graded, but it's not a modern book, so I couldn't send it with these. So I'm probably going to do a separate video showing before and after the cleaning and pressing, see if we got a bump from a CBCS to CGC. Of course, I did clean and press them when I cracked them. Well, I didn't. Erod did. So again, Caliber Presents number 1 was a 9.2. First appearance of the Crow. All right, big key here. First appearance of the Crow went from a 9.2 CBCS to a 9.6 CGC. Massive bump here. That's huge. This is probably a $1,000 book now. That's a huge bump to go from a 9.2 CBCS to a 9.6 CGC. Massive. And I'll be honest with you, even parallel moves, if grades don't go up or down or anything, and it's the same grade from CBCS to CGC, it's worth more. I'm sorry. This is not an insult or a shot at CBCS. It's not. They put out a great product. They really, really do. However, the market, it is what it is. Your CGC books are going to get a 10% bump or more, depending on the book. The high grade, I shouldn't say high grade, the high level Grail type keys, it's going to be a parallel move. It's going to be really close. But when you start getting into stuff like this, like modern stuff, I'm sorry. Again, it's not a shot at CBCS. They're a wonderful company. It's just fact. Let's go to the next one. There's a lot in here, so I already digressed. This video is going to be longer than I wanted it to be. Superman Batman number 8. This is the second print. Isn't this the first Kara, right, from the Flash movie? In a 9.8. I like that. This bad boy in a 9.8. That's nice. I don't think that book is very expensive anymore. It was when the trailer came out. Now, not so much. Oh, as of the time of this recording, Flash is about 2 weeks out from coming out in theaters. This is Superman Batman number 8. This is the first appearance, I believe, of... This is the first appearance. I know it is. This is the first print. And this is a 9.6. Moving on. There's a lot here. I'm sorry. We'll stick to the back still. Oh, another one. This is the last of these. I think I think I submitted 3. Just the one second print or whatever. Oh, that's nice. 9.8. I like that one. Is that a second or third print? Second print. Direct. The second print had to be a direct. Yeah. All right. We're going to keep going here. Oh my God, the sales data is going to take me forever. This is going to be such a long video. I am so sorry. Oh, New Mutants 98. This is the first appearance of Deadpool in an 8.0. I'm curious of what the price is on this. All my Deadpool books are like 9.4s or better. I actually don't mind. When I have a bunch of a big key like this, like ASM 300, New Mutants 98, I don't mind a wide range of grades because it's different values. It's different people that can afford them. I love it. I think it's great. So somebody who wants the first Deadpool who can't afford a 9.4, 9.2, 9.8, maybe can afford an 8.0. And then you get a book, you get the Deadpool book, and it's a great entry grade, and you're happy. Here we go. Amazing Spider-Man 194. This wasn't one that we cracked, was it? No, it wasn't. This is the first Black Cat. 7.5, white pager. This is going to catch some of you guys off guard how expensive this is. Watch. I'll bet you. It's expensive. Not silly expensive, but more than you think. Okay, Iron Fist 14. This was a 9.6. 9.6 CBCS. It takes some cojones to crack open a bronze key in a 9.6 and take a shot at an upgrade or a parallel. There's a lot of room to go down, very little to go up. But even if this thing is a 9.6, it's an up. It's an upgrade. If it's a 9.8, the table may flip. I will take a 9.6 white pager over a 9.6 off-white to white page CBCS. That's an upgrade to me. A big one, too. Erod doing his thing. That's great. That is fantastic. That is the first Sabretooth. That is Iron Fist 14. Huge bronze key. Try telling me Sabretooth's not coming to the MCU. It's happening. May not be today or tomorrow, but it's coming. That's twice in this. DC Comics presents 26. This one also right here was an 8.5 with that little check mark. I think that just means it presents better than an 8.5. This is the first appearance of the Teen Titans, Cyborg, Starfire, and Raven. And we went from an 8.5 CBCS to an 8.0 CGC. Not the end of the world. Also not a very expensive book. Now, if it hit 9.092, that would have been great. 8.0 though seems a little harsh on this book. Oh, I see one. I see a few ticks. That seems a little harsh, but hey, it is what it is. 8.0. I'm not gonna crack it and resend it. Somebody else can do it. Take that chance. Venom number 3. This is the first null in an 8.5. I think I submitted a couple of these. 2 or 3, I think, actually. I bought a collection with multiple. 9.6, first null. Let me see if we find another one. No, this is New Mutants 14. Okay, this isn't going to be a very high grade. However, I submitted it because look at the color on the cover. It almost looks faded, but I thought it was like, I don't know, a misprint or something. But it obviously isn't because we got a blue label. It would have come back green if it was a color printing error. And unfortunately, because it came in blue, I'm imagining that this is not a very high grade book. 4 or 5. Yeah. Okay. This is something cool, though. I'm not going to lie. It's just something different and cool. That's the only reason why I submitted it. It's the first appearance of Illyana, who becomes Magic. Oh, Incredible Hulk 340. This is a direct copy. Classic McFarlane cover. 9.6, that's a nice grade on that book. I've had this, I bought a collection once that had 3 of these in there, and they all came back 9.8s, but it was before the boom. So I don't remember what I was getting for them. But I'll take a 9.6. Nice book. Loved it. I love this cover. I think a lot of people do. Spawn 166 second print. This book is an absolute ghost, and I have no idea how I got it. No idea what collection it came in, but it is a ghost. Pause the video, go check eBay, see if you can find this in a high grade. X-Men Spawn 166 second print. If this thing is a 9.8, I don't know the value. I have no idea. This is going to be an interesting find. 9.8. Just go do your research on this one. It's a ghost. It is so hard to find. And a 9.8, I'll take that. I will take that. I can't wait to look this up. This is going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one to price out. Amazing Spider-Man number 4, first appearance of Silk. I've had tremendous luck with this book. I always seem to get 9.8s. I don't know what it is about this book. This book and New Mutants 87. I always seem to get 9.8s. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Only 2 more, and then I'll take an hour to get the cover price sales data. But it's going to be pretty quick for you. Okay. Giant Size X-Men. I know you guys are like, what? It's a modern? No, it's not. It's a 1975 book, so CGC considers it modern. However, because the value of this book is so high, what happened was I submitted it with the modern, and they banged me for a higher tier. So they charged my credit card after. Totally the right thing for them to do. It was stupid on my part for doing it that way, but I'll be honest, I tried to cheat the system just to get it back quicker. I knew I was going to get billed for it. I knew I was going to get hit, but I wanted it back faster. So that's why I snuck it in with the moderns, because technically it is, but it's really not. So don't do what I do. That was cheating the system a little bit. 7.0. This actually was a CBCS 7.0. I forgot. And that's all of them that went. So Erod turned a 7.0 CBCS giant size to a 7.0 CGC giant size white pager. This was off white to white. This is white. Another upgrade. That's an upgrade to me. 7.0 seems a little. No. 7.0 seems right. That's a huge book. That's pricey. This is turning into a very expensive submission. That Sabretooth is going to be dope too. Marvel Premiere 28, First Legion of Monsters. Whatever with this book. This book's a little hot. 8.0. That's a nice grade. All right. That is our entire... Hold on. I've definitely screwed up before. No. That is our entire CGC submission. If you guys are done with me and you don't care about the sales data, that's okay. Thank you for watching. Hit the thumbs up on the way out. That would be greatly appreciated. And leave a comment. If you want to hear about the sales data... It's coming up right now. All right, guys, I've got that sales data. See how fast it was for you? A little bit longer for me. Anything that was about $100 to $125 or under, I left out. So the Venom 3s, the New Mutants, the Ilyana, that was left out. And I think all the Superman, Batmans, those were all left out. But the rest, we're good. So let's start with the Hulk 340. This was that McFarlane cover. This 9.6 coming in cover price sales data. Fair market value, $358. Very nice on that one. Let's get into the Spawn. So I looked up the Spawn, and the only sale I saw on cover price is definitely a screw up, and I'll explain. That 9.8 coming in at $68. I know that's not a $68 book. So I went on eBay, and all the first prints are selling for about that. So I'm thinking that was just labeled wrong on eBay or wherever it was sold. And when when cover price went through and gathered all of the content, well, I should say information, that came in under a Spawn 166 second print for $68. No way. So I went on eBay and I found one 9.8. And the guy was asking $580. So there you go. It's about a $500 book. Next up, Amazing Spider-Man number 4. This is the first appearance of Silk. This 9.8 coming in at $210. Moving on, Marvel Premiere 28, the Legion of Monsters, and an 8.0, $238. You're going to see a lot in that range here today. Oh, yeah. Well, nope. It gets a little pricey. Okay, next up, Amazing Spider-Man 300. 6.0, $415. This book just doesn't stop. It's crazy to me. Everyone wants to talk about Miles and Ultimate Fallout 4 and all that. All right. A 6.0 Miles doesn't come in at $415. I'll tell you that right now. This is the book, Amazing Spider-Man 300, the Venom book, over Miles. 9.8s aren't even comparable either. But the ASM 300 doesn't have a variant that goes for whatever it goes for, like the Ultimate Fallout 4. Next up, Secret Wars number 8 in a 9.6, coming in at $308. Going down here, New Mutants 98, first appearance of Deadpool, that 8.0, semi-affordable. The 8.0, $330 on that. Deadpool to Venom. First Venom 6.0, $415. First Deadpool 8.0, $330. Venom. Next up, Amazing Spider-Man 194, first Black Cat in that newsstand, 7.5, $262. Here comes the giant size, and it's a giant size book, giant size value, very expensive. The giant size going from a 7.0 CBCS to a 7.0 CGC, $2,605. Very pricey. Oh, I forgot to add everything up. It's all irrelevant anyway. Next up, the Caliber Presents. So what I did with this one, with that first Crow, is I looked up the 9.2, which it was, a CBCS 9.2. I have a CGC, or an average sale here, in a 9.2, $528. You wouldn't be getting that in a CBCS. It would be lower, but we'll just say, for argument's sake, $528. 9.6, $989. I had a feeling it was about a $1,000 book. That's over $450 in value upgrade. Huge bump. Big shout out to Erod212. He cleans books. His information is in the description down below. Iron Fist 14, first Sabretooth, 9.6, going 9.6 CBCS to a 9.6 CGC, $1,330. One last book to talk about, DC Comics Presents 26. We went from an 8.5 CBCS to an 8.0 CGC, and the 8.0 comes in at $186. So that's it. I didn't add everything up. I forgot to, but I kind of took all those $100 books out, so we weren't here longer than we already have to be. So that's it for me. This was a great submission. The upgrades and the bumps from cleaning and pressing the books were outstanding. Even those parallel moves are still significant because they're still bumps as far as I'm concerned. Plus, it's easier to sell a CGC book than a CBCS book. And you guys can get at me in the comments. That's okay, because it's true. And with me being done, that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, keep it comics.